Money can either give you peace or keep you up at night. And with the rise in inflation, digital money, and side hustle, all with the aim of attaining financial freedom, managing your finances isn't just about the numbers, it's about your health. On your journey to financial freedom, you need to be financially fit. On that note, let's discuss 5 simple, easy to do steps to financial fitness. Hello, welcome to the Thriving Community, where wellness meets harmony. Here, we discuss wellness in every dimension, focusing on the mind, body, soul, spirit, and wallet. If this is your first time here, we're thrilled to have you join us on this journey to holistic wellness. If you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now and join our family. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we post a video. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Everyone wants financial freedom, but the real question is, are you financially fit for that journey? Today we're talking 5 steps to financial fitness. For this one, you're going to need a pen and a jotter. So you can pause the video here to get that ready. Have you gotten that ready? All right, let's push. The first and at the very top of our list is to know your current financial health status. Okay? Know your current financial health status. This is the bedrock. This is the foundation for financial fitness. It's just like when you want to make any major change in your life, you would first need to identify where you're having problems so you can know what change you're making and how to make those changes. In the same way, you need to know where you stand financially so you can know what to do when moving forward. Having a clear picture of your current financial health status would help you know your relationship with money. More like a self-diagnosis, it'll help you by pointing out areas where you have made certain mistakes and help you strategize better. So, to know your current financial health status, you will need to know your net income, your net worth, and your money personality. Now, to know your net income, you would have to know your income per annum and your expenditure per annum. So your income per annum is the money you have earned over the period of 1 year, and your expenditure per annum is the money you have spent over the period of 1 year. Your income per annum is going to include your salary, your return on investments, dividends, even monetary gifts, okay? But excluding your tax. While your expenditures is everything that you have spent. You might need your account statement for this one, okay? So when you get that for each month, say we're in September now, September 2025, so you can do that from September 2024 to August 2025, okay? So when you get that up, you sum up what you have for the income and sum up what you have for the expenditure, okay? When you've gotten your income and your expenditure per annum, you're going to minus your expenditure from your income, okay? So that's going to be your income per annum minus your expenditure per annum. That would give us your net income. I'm sure you might be wondering why we have to add up everything we've gotten over the course of 1 year. Why can't we just pick 1 month and do that? Well, using just 1 month won't give us a very good and clear picture of what our income and expenditure really is. Okay? If you agree with me, there are times where you make certain purchases or expenditures maybe twice in a year or even 3 or 4 times in a year. So we want to capture all your expenditure within the course of 1 year. It will give you a clearer and a better picture of what you do with your finances. So when you have done that, are we running in deficit or do we have something left? Whatever it is, that is your net income. Now we know our net income. So next, we'll need to know our net worth. So to know your net worth, you would have to identify your assets and your liabilities. Okay, so your assets are things like your landed properties, shares, bonds, basically anything with measurable monetary value. While your liabilities are your loans, debts, mortgages, and so on. When you've identified your assets and identified your liabilities, you would subtract your liabilities from your assets. Okay, so your net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. It's a self-discovery, ne? Don't worry, it was the same for me too, but it's important and don't lose sight of why we're doing this. Okay, now we have identified our net income, net worth, and next up will be to identify our money personality. You might wonder why it is important for you to know your money personality. Well, it is no news that how you view life and situations generally affects your relationship with money and ultimately how you handle it. It reflects in our spending, saving, and even investing. The better you know your money personality, the easier it is for you to build a more personalized money strategy that will be easy for you to follow. So, know your money personality. Okay? The second step to financial fitness is to set financial goals. Okay? Set financial goals. Be it daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, or even yearly goals. Just set your financial goals. It boosts your motivation. It's like your why. Why do I have to save? Why do I have to invest? Why do I have to reduce my expenses? Why do I have to stop myself from doing this? Why do I have to stop myself from doing that? Da 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 da. It is your why. Okay, so you need to write them down, not just to have them up in your head. Have them written down so you can visit them as often as possible. Okay, and please make your goals realistic. Oh my God, please make your goals realistic. Don't pursue for something higher than you know you cannot. Oh well, just make your goals realistic, okay? So you don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure, okay? So set goals and make them realistic, all right? The third step to financial fitness is to create a personalized budget. Create a personalized budget. I know I sound cliche right now, but permit me to emphasize on how important it is to work with a budget. Budgeting gives you a clear plan for your money. It helps you stay in control rather than wondering where your money went. It helps to identify and curb all those so-called small leaks that eventually makes a significant impact on your finances. Budgeting is basically planning your money before it arrives, or in a situation where you're not certain of how much you'll be getting in a particular month. Budgeting is planning that money before you spend it. There are several budgeting rules out there. There's the 50, 30, 20 rule. There's the 40, 30, 20, 10 rule. There's the 60, 30, 10 rule, and so many others. Whatever you decide to go with, make sure it fits your income, your goals, and your necessary expenditure. Say, for example, we have person A and person B. Person A earns around 10,000. He has some loans to repay. He has mortgages to take care of. He desires to own an asset before the end of the year. He's planning a vacation for next year summer. Yeah, and then person B, it probably ends around 7,000. He has no loans to pay. He has no mortgages. He desires to attain some assets as well. He wants to build his emergency funds, and yeah, also wants to travel next year, right? So you see person A and person B have different incomes. Their goals are not so similar, and definitely will have different necessary expenditures. This is just to say that any rule you decide to go with, right, it should be tailored to fit your income, your goals, and your necessary expenditure. Now, come closer. Let's take this to another level. When you have created a budget and you have decided on how much you intend to save, automate that savings. Oh my goodness, this is a game changer. You don't have to move a muscle. You don't have to move a brain muscle. You don't have to move your hand muscles. Just sit, relax, automate that savings, and once the money drops in, it's gone. You pay yourself first. Okay? So automate that savings. And there are so many apps now that have this option available. So automate that savings. It will save you a ton, especially the mental stress. Okay? Make discipline your best friend. For a good number of us, creating a budget is really not the problem. Where we have issues is actually following that budget, working with that budget. And honestly, that again is why we need to write our goals down. If you need to revisit those goals, do so, but make sure you stay on track. You need to help yourself. We are aiming for financial freedom. So please make discipline your best friend and make sure you follow that budget to the latter. Give no rooms for excuses, okay? The fourth step for financial fitness is to grow your income. Yeah, grow your income. In this day and time, there are so many opportunities to make more money other than the salary you get on a monthly basis. There are several side hustles that you can venture into. I mean, you could even turn your hobbies into something of value and generate some income from it. Storytelling. A lot of you that love telling stories. Why not make some money from it? Content creation. I mean, there are so many side hustles that are worth exploring. Find out what you can do that has value and can give you some extra cash. Trust me, wherever there's value, income flows. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to write skills or hobbies that we already have, be it storytelling, drawing, singing, dancing, whatever, consulting, whatever, okay? Whatever you already have, skills or hobbies, we're going to write them down. Then we're going to write skills that we're willing to learn, okay? After you have done that, look through them and decide on which ones you're willing to explore first. When you have decided on which ones to explore, just start. Be consistent and improve as you go. Don't allow excuses like, oh, what if I fail? What if you don't? Or things like, oh, hearing my voice makes me cringe. Really? Please throw that away and put yourself in the marketplace. And remember, where value is, income flows. So turn that hobby of yours into an income generator. Okay? The fifth and final step is to create wealth foundations. When you get this done, you are ready and set for a beautiful journey to financial freedom. Here, we're going to look at building your emergency funds, investing in health insurance, building knowledge on investments, and planning your retirement. Emergency funds are financial seatbelts. Some say they don't like the idea of having to put money aside for emergencies. It's like we're praying for emergencies to happen. But that's not true. Okay, let's liken it to having to wear your seatbelt while you're driving. Are you praying for accidents to occur? No, you're simply protecting yourself from the catastrophic events that happen during an accident. Same thing goes for emergency funds. Having an emergency fund just saves you from going bankrupt or having to take loans and running into debt. So, make it a point of duty to build your emergency fund. If you have not started, please start. And if you have started but you have not been taking it seriously, please take it seriously. It will save you a ton and you'll thank me later. Invest in health insurance. Medical care can be very expensive, from hospital stays to medications, surgeries, and even routine tests. Health insurance helps prevent you from paying the full bill out of pocket, thereby reducing the risk of incurring debts or financial hardships, ultimately giving you peace of mind. You don't have to worry about emergencies, illnesses, or whatever health condition really, whenever they occur. There are several health insurance schemes out there, from national to private HMOs. So do your research and partner with one of them. Get knowledgeable on investments. Know the basics about investments. Get to know about stocks, bonds, and other investments. Know about risk appetite. Know your risk appetite. Just make sure you're well versed on at least the basics of investing. Start planning for retirement. If you're young, good. If you think that you're close to retirement already, no problem. The most important thing is that you start planning. Start saving. Start investing. Do something towards your retirement. If you've not started working towards FIRE, which is financial independence, retire early, then you should. So, start planning towards your retirement. Okay? To recap, we have discussed 5 steps to financial fitness. And the first we said is to know your current financial health status. And to know this, you're going to have to know your net income, net worth, and money personality. The second step is to set financial goals, be it daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, or yearly goals. Stay motivated. The third is to create a personalized budget, a budget that fits into your income, goals, and necessary expenditures. The fourth is to grow your income. Turn that habit of yours into a revenue generator. The fifth and final step is to create wealth foundations. Prioritize emergency funds. Get knowledge on investments. Start planning towards retirement and plan for FIRE. And lastly, invest in health insurance. Just to add, don't compare your journey with anyone else's. Just make sure you are a better version of your past self. Make sure you are better than the way you were yesterday. Okay? And don't put yourself under any undue pressure. Stay focused on yourself and be gentle on yourself. You're doing well. Trust me. If you found value here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to thrive in every area of your life. I remain Dr. Dhera. Stay thriving.